we have fought so long and so hard to be where we are now. To tear each other down and not lift each other up is doing a disservice to all of our ancestors and all the trailblazers before us.
How many girls were boxing when you were boxing at 13?
I had one competition when I was 13, and then I didn't have another competition until I was 17, when I turned senior. So there was nobody.
So at 17.
Be yourself. Really recognise that you're there because you should be, and be courageous, be brave, and follow your dreams and share your aspirations. Make the most of every opportunity.
We opened up people's minds to having people not like them sitting around the table, and they realised that they were being, I don't know, challenged. Perhaps they hadn't been challenged in the same way before.
I think we will have 700 at the event now, 700 almost all ladies at the event in October this year, and we are giving increasing amounts to charities such as Princess Trust Women Supporting Women Initiative.
I never really thought of myself as being the only female. I think we really need to start to remove that mindset from the situation, because otherwise we're always going to be singling ourselves out.
To remove like you say, these false barriers, which is this is a career for men, this is a career for women, and those type of things, and just have options. I think that's really key when we're talking about inclusion.
To have a really clear vision, make it emotional. For me, when I thought about Everest and I dreamt about getting to the top and seeing the curvature of the earth, it would actually make me cry. It meant that much to me.
To the fact that they had much wider opportunity within the army, so they could serve in the engineers and the gunners and the infantry and so on, whereas I at the time was limited to sort of personnel and administrative roles. And so I had to overcome that sort of sense that I knew less, and I did that.
It was when I first opened the door into a certain person's office and said, I'd really love for you to give me an opportunity on your boxing team. And I was already part of that network. I was already doing really well there. The head of that network said to me, no. Yeah, the boxing world, something like the boxing world isn't ready for a woman.
And when I crossed the line in London, honestly, I felt relief. I felt total, utter relief. I couldn't call myself Olympic champion for about 6 months, and if I was introduced to a room like this, I would genuinely feel like they were talking about somebody else.
So the Olympic Games are coming, and I'm training 6 hours a day. As I said, I'm not getting any funding whatsoever. I'm going to a place called Kelly College, so where I could do my studies as well as get up early in the morning and work with a very high level of training group.
If you just have a newsroom or a room full of the same people, you're not going to grow, you're not going to learn anything. Like, how are you supposed to move forward? How are you supposed to get creative? How are you supposed to get other ideas if everybody thinks the same?
It helped me is never to feel sorry for myself. So it was onwards and upwards as much as I could. And as long as I worked, as long as I did things, then I wasn't concentrating on myself.
Women need to be encouraged, and we need more women out there. They need to be accepted more, we need to believe in ourselves more, and when we have an equal world, we'll have a better, more successful world.